Belgian waffles. Belgian waffles. Belgian waffles. Splash in the coffee. Belgian waffles. Belgian waffles. Belgian waffles. Splash in the coffee. Artichokes. Artichokes-a-rooney.
Broccoli.
Broccoli-a-rooney.
Gazpacho.
Gazpacho-a-rooney.
Caesar salad and a crepe.
Belgian waffles. Belgian waffles. Belgian waffles.
Okay, let's just hop right in, shall we? Let me get us started here. So you know, as you all well know, I'm still kind of new to this YouTube game. Crazy game full of crazy folks, and I'm trying to see where I fit in. So I've been bouncing around on YouTube, and when I say bouncing around, I mean using YouTube in the recommended ways. And I have found a bunch of videos that are the same thing. There's a bunch of just groups of videos. Some of them are challenge videos. Some of them are gameplay videos. Some of them are just talk show videos. Some are clickbait. They're actually all clickbait. So some people just don't even make content. They just record their TVs or like buy illegal software and then just like download TV shows and stuff. I don't know, but that's some channels. Then there's just music, all these things. There's DIYs. So one of the things is top 10 lists, and they're gonna show you the top 10 things of everything. Top 10 ex-Disney Channel stars. Top 10 animated movies based on books. Top 10 I thought, great, this is a very tapped into market that I can just slide my way into, and but I was thinking I don't want to have to pay for content. I went on to Google image search. I don't know if you've been on Google before. You type stuff in and other stuff comes up. One of the things you can do on there is you can do an advanced search. So I put in like pictures that I can use without paying any money for anything I want to. So I'm doing that. The thing that I'm top 10ing, because it's important to me, I'm just looking around my room right now. I've got on 1, 2, 3, 4 lamps on right now. Just, to help some light in the video. If you don't know what a lamp is, it's basically a wire that connects to your wall, which is full of electricity. It's just buzzing with little lightning bolts. And if you put a wire into your wall, and you connect that wire to a little base, it's got a light bulb on top, and boom, suddenly, now that's a full circuit, because it connects to your lightning wall. By the way, that was the name of my first band, Lightning Wall. Anyway, basically, you can flip a switch on, or flip it off, and light comes on, or it goes off. I think you're catching my drift here. So if you haven't seen lamps, check them out. They're lamps. Let's just hop right into it. Now the way these top 10 lists work is that you put the thing that you think is not the best, but it is one of the top, you put that at number 10, and the one that's number 1 is the very best. So I did that because I took that time so you don't have to. Well, because also, here's the other thing. People who do top 10 lists are so enthusiastic to do them, they're excited out of their minds. So, let me get excited here. Alright guys, it's the top 10 lamps off of Google image search, free for use with modification, non-commercial or commercial lamps. Let's hop right in. The lamp will contribute to the image, but the image itself is what's actually being judged. So if anything else is in the image that I think adds to the image, that places it closer to number 1, or it puts it at number 1. And now, by the way, know this, I'm not judging its placement purely based, or I'm not placing it purely based on the lamp. I'm also basing it on the image itself. This is the top 10 images of lamps. So maybe I should restate. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the top 10 images of lamps that I could find on Google image search for non-commercial or commercial use with modification, but I didn't really modify them. Lamps edition. Let's hop right in. Coming in at lamp number 10, we have these lava lamps here. First of all, lots of colors. I like that. I can't tell what else is going on in the picture, but I like lava, and I like lamps. The floor is lava, in case you didn't know. Please stop. Wait, no. Okay, you gotta give me else. That's lamp number 10. It's pretty good, and those are all lava lamps. Let's go on to image number 9. Coming in at lamp number 9, we have actually multiple lamps again. We're looking at probably what? Like 8 or 9 maybe lamps. And they look like they're above maybe this mantelpiece. They're coming down. I like the image overall because it's very aesthetically pleasing. The light seems soft in the image, soft light. The wood is nicely complemented by the yellow light. And it's not too showy. I would say the reason that it's not closer to the front is because there's so many. They all look exactly the same, and it actually looks a little weird to me. It's like seeing 3 paper towel dispensers all right next to each other in the bathroom. Take one away, I don't need all 3. That's all I have to say about that. Coming in at lamp number 8, we have these little, these are cool, these little metal spheres with holes in them, like wiffle balls if you did it wrong. And they're just hanging from the ceiling, and they're creating a little bit of light. It's not enough to light up an actual room, but it is enough for me to think it's a lamp. So, again, multiple lamps. The image, though, overall, I would have to say the lamps are really cool, and it's a simplistic photo, which I like, but I can't get any context from the image. There's little going on there. It's maybe a corner here. That's all I can tell. So, overall for the image, number 8 could be better, could have been worse. Also, there's not a whole lot of images on Google image search of royalty-free pictures of lamps, so, yeah, they were trying their hardest, but I mean, could have been better, that's all I have to say. Coming in at lamps number 7. Again, multiple lamps, so few, if any, of these are actually just one lamp. But, because this is the top 10 lamps list. I didn't say top 10 one lamp each round list. That would have been a dumb list. These lamps, this image of lamps, is that right? Yeah, this image of lamps is a fun image. It's got these lamps look really cool. They have this nice design. They're hanging from strings from the ceiling, and I'm getting just this grainy background to the photo. I'm getting several different, I'm getting different colors, darkness. Overall, image looks really cool. I thought that there were cooler lamps. Coming in at lamp number 6, these lamps. Multiple lamps. I'm sorry. These lamps are really cool. I'm also liking, so they're boxy shaped lamps hanging from the ceiling. Who doesn't like boxes, right? Find me a person who doesn't like boxes, and I'll say there's probably a psychological reason for that, and it's probably one of these kind of obscure phobias, but it's probably a legit thing, because boxes, I mean, people have fears of pointy things, people have fears of geometry, really geometrical things that aren't formless and stuff, so probably, you show me that person, and I'll say what I just said to you again to you. And it's creating cool light. It looks awesome because geometry is fun if you're a modern person. Also, the rafters in this image, cool. There's orange in a corner, there's just bright light in a corner, and there's white. So, different colors, all pretty bland, but different colors. And turned out looking like a cool image. The only reason that I would give it not as many points is because the angle's kind of weird and it's throwing me off just a little. Right here, coming in at image number 5, we have these cool lights that hang from the ceiling in these domey cage things. The dummy cage. Anyway, these cages, and it looks just like a little light bulb in it, but it looks cool. I have to say, good picture overall, because there do seem to be other lamps in here that are also hanging from the ceiling. I'm really not basing it on those lamps though. I'm really looking at the other ones. Softly lit, it turned out looking nice. Problem is, the ceiling actually has a lot of little strings coming out of it from where all the lamps, they're called wires. Basically, I think it looks a little busy again, so just, don't make it look so busy. That's all I have to say. Here's a little mnemonic device for you, a schmoem, if you will. Busy, schmizzy, gets me in a tizzy. So don't make it too busy. But don't make it too busy isn't part of the mnemonic. Coming in at image number 4, we have these 3 lamps. This could, honestly, now that I'm looking at it again, this one could have gone probably further back, because I can't tell at all what's going on with the rest of this image. It looks like a pipe is coming out the one corner of it. There's just a random hole in the wall. But the lamps are super cool in my opinion. Nice colors, lit cool. They're like, if you've ever seen the Bloomin' Onion from Outback Steakhouse, this is what it looks like. But if it were turned upside down and you connected it to the lightning bolts. And they seem to be giving off good light. I would say the negatives for this photo are so much is unexplained about it. It's nothing too distracting, except the flags are kind of distracting. I'm assuming that the hole in the pipe are just some sort of like plumbing or electrical situation I don't know about. But the flags, I'm not sure about the flags. I don't know what those are. So negative points for that. And also some minus points, you've heard of them, for the fact that the lamps just give off white light. They don't give off even a tint of, I mean, maybe there's a bit of there's a hint of green, a hint of orange, but it's not very distinct. I would have liked a little bit more color from the lamps, but also plus points for the fact that it's not overpoweringly colorful like the lava lamps that are at number 10. You could have been number 10. Coming in at image number 3, we have this great image in my opinion. I think the image overall may actually outdo the lamp. Can the floor not be lava anymore? Let's look at this. So it looks maybe like some sort of wicker or basketry situation done as the actual lampshade, which I think allows a nice amount of light to come through. The actual lampshade is this cool metalworking situation where it's been like twisted. What looks like we're probably looking at iron, which means that a real live blacksmith was involved in this, and who doesn't love a real life blacksmith? I'm gonna give it bonus points for having real live basketry and blacksmithing work done to it. Can we see some plus points up on the screen, please, Anne? Thank you. A book that doesn't even distract you from the lamp is in the image. It's a big book, but it's the kind of the color of the wood. It looks intellectual. It doesn't look like a per se fun book, but you don't judge a book by its look, if you'll remember me saying that. So, don't judge a book by its look. Can we get that in text right down here, please? Don't judge a book by its look. As far as I know, this is the best book in the world, because I don't judge a book by its look. Let's get that on some t-shirts for you, guys. New merch. No merch. So overall, bonus points for the book. Oh, and just a black background. That's pretty simple. Now I'm not questioning plumbing or flags or anything. So, bonus points for the book, bonus points for the table, bonus points for the black background, and then the actual lamp has basket work, smith work, and gives off just the right amount of the light bulb without actually you being able to see it. That's image number 3. I don't know how you're going to up that. Except for this. Welcome to image number 2 territory, folks. Can't get much cooler than this. This lamp, here's the thing. If you've never been on Google image search, then you won't know this, so I'll tell you. If you have been, you know that Google image search doesn't really tell you much about the image that you're selecting. You can click on it, and you can go to the site, and even sometimes that won't give you any information. So this image that I found here, I don't know much about it. I couldn't tell you what country it's in. Definitely looks like it has some sort of the Asian side style to it. Here's the cool thing about this lamp. I know it's a lamp because it is. From what I can tell, this is connected to the ground, which if you didn't know, the ground also has lightning bolts in it. So, yeah, so this looks like it's plugged into the ground. If it's not plugged into the ground, that means that they're using fire to light it, and who doesn't love fire? Except for people who have a fear of fire, and that's actually a lot of people, probably. So, for all you pyrophobics, is that the right word? I'm just kind of making that up. Fire, and phobic. I'm afraid of. So yeah, so they're probably using fire in this lamp, and that's pretty cool to everybody who's not afraid of fire, / also likes fire, because some people just aren't afraid of it, but they just don't like it. That's true of everything. But then the background looks cool. We've got a cool building in the back here. I'm seeing brick. I'm seeing window in it. There's people in the background. They're not distracting from the photo. The lighting is a bit of an issue to me. But also it just looks like a very professionally taken photo. I overall really like the city look of it. The lamp looks out of place where it's put, which normally I would say out of place. Throws off. Not here, I like it actually. And the bricks around it look cool. And then the actual lamp is so ornate, it's so detailed, it's got such cool design to it. Overall, visually, picture is great, and the lamp is even more visually great than the picture, so it's number 2. Here, let's make this really clickbait. You'll never guess what number 1 is. Because I'm not going to tell you, I'm joking. It's this image right here. I put this image at number 1 for multiple reasons. And I'll walk you through them. Because you can't make choices for yourself. You can't draw conclusions about things without me telling you what to think. Let's get on to it. This lamp has got a cool design to it. Like, no lampshade. It's just a totally exposed bulb. And you might be thinking, but what if the bulb is ugly as all get out and I want a shade around it so you can't see how ugly the bulb is? Wrong, because the bulb's actually super cool. It kind of looks like one of those Edison bulbs, but it's not quite. And it's attached to a very, very not distracting lamp. And it's so undistracting. It's so anti-distracting. Oh, it's a very modern look, which we've already established. People like modern. People like geometry. Everybody likes geometry. The color of the light bulb looks cool. Very modern lamp because of its simplicity. And then let's get into the image, because to me the image adds so much. This image is just so not distracting that it is pretty snazzy. Okay, there's a plant in the corner. Plants are cool. Plants give life. Bonus points for plants. Also, the plant isn't distracting. Another not distracting thing about this photo that in the end is cool. There looks like there's maybe like a magazine or something on the table, but I wasn't even thinking about the magazine. I looked at this photo and I was like, magazine? Okay. That's fine. The table that it's on blends very nicely with the lamp. I think it ended up actually coming across looking a bit like a hotel. And who doesn't like hotels, am I right? Except for people who are afraid of hotels. But that's not a fear. Nobody's afraid of hotels. Not even nasty hotels with cockroaches and cereal for continental breakfast. Nobody's afraid of hotels. Hotels are great. Hotels oftentimes look the most modern. And then the thing that I think adds the most to this image. You've got this stormtrooper action figure, and he's reaching up for the light bulb. There's so many things that make that great. One, it's unexplained. You don't know why stormtrooper's reaching up there. So anyway, so this stormtrooper, he's reaching up and grabbing it like it's the sun on Tatooine. And if he were on Luke's farm, he'd be seeing double suns. Because there are 2 suns where Skywalker comes from. So we don't even know why the stormtrooper is grabbing for it. We don't even know if he is. Or she. I'm not sure about the logistics of female stormtroopers. I honestly haven't done research. Like, the only stormtrooper I've really ever, like, cared about the face of has been Finn. Finn wasn't a girl. And, so yeah, so that's He or she, the stormtrooper, just in case, I'm not sure. I bet there are female stormtroopers. They're just the galactic empire. They're just the dark side of the Force. They're not sexist. But you know what? No sexism on BuzzFeed. No sexism on BuzzFeed. By the way, I don't want to hear if they're boy and girl and other kinds of stormtroopers, aliens. If there's genderless aliens out there, I don't even care. I don't want to know. I live on Earth. There's not even stormtroopers on Earth. So don't tell me in the comments. Don't tell me to my face. Don't send me an angry letter. It's got to be the best image because it has a Star Wars reference in it. It's got several things I like plants that let you breathe, magazines that you can read, and walls which are filled with lightning bolts. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that top 10 list. I'm not sure I really enjoyed the top 10 list because I don't enjoy watching top 10 lists, but I do like talking. Other videos, but not a lot. I'll tell you what there is because we're still at the point where I can pretty much have all the videos that I have posted memorized. I've got mostly Christmas related videos, so if you like Christmas, great. If you're a Christmas phobe, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'd suggest you go watch all of them, even if you've seen them all already. Go and watch them. Go and watch them so that I can benefit and you can. And remember, posting more regularly than pursued by a bear. I don't want to edit you. Probably not benefit. There's no benefit in watching my videos for you. They're not even entertaining. But you should watch them. Stop right there because just a second ago I said a spoiler and now I'm saying don't watch it if you don't want to know a spoiler about The Lord of the Rings because I'm about to say it. I'm saying this now in hindsight because I just said that. But this is actually me further from the future than the one that is going to be saying the spoiler about The Lord of the Rings. But I'm going back and saying it so you won't get spoiled. So don't watch that if you don't want to get spoiled for The Lord of the Rings. Now you're gonna see it. I'm sorry. I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you to stop. Now you can't. It's all right. Fine. Looks like the floor isn't lava anymore, or I just burned like Gollum in the lava when he tries to bite off Frodo's finger and then he falls into the lava. We have to end this because editing is a nightmare. Let's quit everything right now. You're terrible at time.